Hello, good day, and welcome to this Computer Essential Truths you need to know. This is part of the part 4 of our SIWES training that is ongoing. There are quite a number of truths that you needed to know as a computer novice or a computer operator or a computer know-how. These things are very, very basics and you need to know them. Of course, if you have been following me from the start, from the part 1, you understand what I'm about to say. And then these are the basic and major things you need to know about your system. The information about your system. How do you know the type of operating system that you have? How do you know the hard disk type that you are having? How do you know the RAM size? How do you know the brand of the laptop, the model number? Talking about the graphic card, talking about the hardwares that are working in it, either updated or not updated. How do you know the partitioning? And how do you get to know about the device manager? So these are the things we are going to explore in this part 4 of the SIWES training program. And I want you to see, coming from the files we have been using, don't forget I like using my pen. So these are the essential things we are going to be doing. We are going to go for this system information and other type. So this one we are still coming to it is very, very important, but we are not going to do it in this video so that the video will not be too long. Now, coming to the system information, what is the first thing you need to do when you have your system? What is the first thing you need to do when you get a system or when you see any system? The first thing is to understand the information about the system. And the major way that you can get this is by following me and typing DXDIAG and run it. This is it here. If you look at here, this is DXDIAG. If you run this thing, run this command, it will bring you details about your system. You will be able to know the name of system even though you seem that you know it. You will be able to see the model. This is the name of my system, Dell Incorporation. This is the model Latitude E5420. This is the BIOS. This is this Intel core, the processor that is running inside it. This is the RAM that is actually present, which is a 4 gig RAM. These are the basic information that are necessary for anyone that is a computer know-how. It's very, very important you know about this. So click next, you will see this information about the graphics display, about the DirectX, about everything that you need to know again. So we are going to move away from this place because we want to find out the operating system. We want to find out the hard disk also. This one actually shown us the RAM, that is a 4 gig RAM. But what about the operating system that is running? Okay, the operating system is here, which is Windows 10. The operating system 2 is here. So what we need is the operating system, which you get to know to be Windows 10. We know we need the hard disk. We've not gotten that. We've seen the RAM, which is 4 gig RAM. So how do we get to know the hard disk? So let's minimize this. Let's minimize all this. Sorry for that. Then just right click that and open it. Right click that and open it. Once you open this, it will show you the information, few informations here. But this one is not actually showing you the details of your hard disk because this hard disk has actually been partitioned. So the easiest way to know that is to right click this PC and click on manage. You right click and click on manage. It is in this manage also that you can do partition of your laptop, the partition of your hard disk. I beg your pardon, partition of hard disk. If you see this hard disk, we have C, we have E. It was actually partitioned. After getting this hard disk, I have to partition it to have C and D. Then when your disk manage display. Don't forget, when your disk manage display, then you click disk management. You click disk management. The disk management will run and it will show you the total hard disks that you are having on this system. You will see that, can you see, this is a system reserve, this is C 121, this is another LD recovery, and this is 175. So if you are adding all these things together, it is the total size of the hard disk you are having, which you can easily see here, which is approximately 300 gigabytes. This is the one that can actually show you the basic size of hard disk type, the capacity of a hard disk inside your manage. Don't forget, I mentioned partition the other time. If you want to partition your hard disk, what you need to do is, some people believe that you can only partition the hard disk while doing the installation, but no, you can partition even after the installation has been done. Just come to this disk management, right click your primary C. You will be having only C there. Right click your C and click on shrink. Once you click shrink, it will calculate the capacity that can be shrinked together to allow you to divide your hard disk into different sections, into different parts. The reason why I like to divide my hard disk, to partition my hard disk, is because I will be able to store my personal file inside one part, then I'll be able to do installation inside the other part, so that if there is any problem, arises with the hard disk later on, I will just format the parts that are installed the software, so it won't actually affect any of my documents installed or stored inside the other partition. That is why partition is very, very good and very, very essential. It will actually display the number of shrink that you need to do. So, and once you get the calculation, just like as this one is 298, let's assume it is 300, you can easily choose 150 because it's going to show it in megabytes. So you can easily choose half of it, which is like here now, I didn't choose half, I choose more than half. So that's why, then after shrinking it, it's going to show something like this. Then this place will be black. Making this place black will be telling that this size is unformatted. Then you right click it to format it. Then you have your hard disk being partitioned. Then after that, about your disk manager, device manager. The device manager is where you get the information about the hardware that is being installed in your system, whether they are updated or they are not updated. If you see any yellow sign in any of these places, like here now you are not seeing any yellow sign here, it means, if you see any yellow sign, it means that the device needed to be updated. But if you don't see any yellow sign here, just like what you are seeing now, it means all your installed devices are working. At times you may read a red sign like a cross. Is actually telling you that either your device is disabled or is not installed. Either your device is disabled and or is not installed. So these are very, very essential things that you need to know. We've talked about the operating system, how to know the operating system, how to know the hard disk, how to get the RAM, the brand, the model of your laptop, how to know the device manager, the manage, then how to partition your system. Another thing that is important is graphic card, because knowing the graphic card of your system will actually help you to know if the system will be able to run a simulation or any graphical software. So what you need to do is right click and go to display, then click advanced display settings, then click display adapter property. So this will actually display the information of the RAM of your system. So if you are looking at this is a total available graphic memory of 1 gig. It's a bit more than 1 gig. The dedicated video memory is this 32 megabytes and this. So that means this system is good, but it's not really good for graphics. It's not really because the configuration is not high enough for simulations. Even though it's going to do its own work. So these are essential things that we were not told. These are the essential things that we need to know concerning our system. Thank you very much. So next time we meet to do the part